It's been a long time. Did you guys miss me? My mouth makes weird noises.
What's in his head? It's dead from bread.
What's up, guys? Sorry about the gap between videos, but not too long ago, I decided that I needed to go on a hiatus, because I needed to train for the Tough Mudder. Now, what is the Tough Mudder? Well, it's a 10 to 12 mile course with many obstacles designed by British Special Forces that people can run. If you go to the website toughmudder.com, they describe it as one of the most toughest events on the planet. Here's a couple of clips from the trailer that you can actually find on the website for what you actually have to do during the Tough Mudder. So after watching that video of one of the most toughest events in the planet, my cousin signed me up for it. Me. Up for that. Look at this. Look at this. This is nothing. It's just skin and bone. No muscle. Absolutely not. So I was gonna die. So obviously I've had some training to do, and that's where I've been. But today, I wanted to talk about the actual event itself. So my particular Tough Mudder was actually Sunday, September 23rd in Tahoe, in North Star, more specifically. I was signed up on a team of 7 people made up of my brother, a couple of cousins, and my cousin's friends. And we were all assigned to start at 11 a.m. So before we began, all the people that started at 11 a.m. gathered at the start line to be kind of told about the rules by this MC guy. But he didn't tell us just the rules. He was also there to kind of pump us up for the event. Now, if you know me personally, I'm not usually the type of person to really scream out loud during sports games or just scream at all, generally. But dude, that guy right there, that guy, pumped up everyone so much that there was just so much adrenaline and testosterone, it could like fuel a whole spaceship or something. Seriously, fists were bumped and butts were slapped. I participated a lot in that, both as the butt slapper and the butt slappee. I guess that's a word now. Slappee. But in the end, the guy just really pumped us up and got us ready for the course, so really, thank you, random MC guy. I salute you. I'm never gonna do a salute again, because that's... Now, as I said before, my course was in North Star in Tahoe. And our course in particular involved 20 different obstacles that were probably the most toughest obstacles that I've ever done. Ever. And a typical obstacle for me is like climbing a flight of stairs. So you can imagine I had a wonderful time with that. But out of those 20, I want to tell you 5 of my most memorable obstacles. Number 5. So one of the first obstacles we actually got to was called Walk the Plank, which was essentially a 15-foot long dive into really cold water. So the way it actually works is that there is a staircase that helps you go up those 15 feet before you actually jump down. And at the top of that staircase is a military personnel who is like telling people to go and telling people when it's safe to actually dive. And this unfortunate lady in front of me was probably extremely scared of heights because it took her 5 minutes to actually gather the courage to actually jump. And when she finally jumped, it wasn't really her doing. After 5 minutes waiting, the guy was just like, nope, and just push her off. Number 4. So the next one was actually called Berlin Walls. It's basically 2 sets of 10-foot tall walls that you actually have to climb over. And the reason why it was the most memorable is because when I was trying to climb over the first wall, my legs severely cramped up, and I was not able to climb over at all. Unfortunately, the rest of my teammates had already crossed on the other side, so I was essentially alone without my teammates. But when I was actually trying to climb over the wall, I had some random people just trying to help me. And it was just cool because even though we didn't know each other, they were more than willing to help me out. So that's why it was kind of memorable to me. Number 3. The Arctic Enema. Basically, this obstacle involved jumping into a dumpster full of completely ice-cold water. Now just to remind you, this event is in Tahoe, so it's pretty freaking cold. But anyway, diving into the dumpster wasn't that bad because only the water would come up, you know, maybe mid-level of my chest area. So my nipples were safe. But at some point, you actually have to dive under this plank of wood they put right in the middle, and you can't climb over it, so basically you submerge your whole entire body in sub-zero ice-cold water. Not the most fun feeling, but it definitely woke me up. Number 2, the next memorable obstacle is actually called the Funky Monkey. Now, throughout this whole course, the whole 20 obstacles, there are actually many different obstacles that require you to climb over water, basically, and if you fall from the obstacle, you'll fall into water. Now, this is one of the last obstacles that actually required you to get wet in the Tough Mudder, and by that point, I really didn't want to get wet anymore. So we got to the Funky Monkey, which is essentially a monkey bar obstacle, which might sound easy, but it's not. Because instead of traditional monkey bars that, you know, are parallel to the ground, these monkey bars actually bend upwards. So instead of just climbing straight across, you're climbing up. So lots of upper body strength, which, as you can see, I do not have a lot of. However, even though I didn't have a lot of upper body strength, I was actually able to get to near the end. So if this is the start, this is the finish, I got to somewhere around here. Then I fell, and I was sad. So very, very sad. And number one. The number one most memorable Tough Mudder event was called the Electric Eel. So the way this obstacle is designed is that you're crawling through, you know, pretty muddy water. And that's fine. That's, you know, easy. We're already dirty at that point, so it's not that bad. But what they add is electrical wires dangling above your head. Now, after many years of playing Pokemon, I kind of realized that the combination of electricity and water is not very good. I had no idea it would hurt so bad. So up to that current day, I had not felt anything remotely close to being electrocuted. But once I got electrocuted, it felt like actually getting punched in the chest, which some people may find revolting. But after more meditation and thought, I realized that that obstacle gave me the spark I needed to actually finish the course. And sometimes simple explanations like that are ample reasons enough. So after 20 of those obstacles and 11 miles of running, you're probably asking yourself, did you finish the course, Gabe? Well, yes. Yes, I did. I just wanted to thank all the people that brought me here today. I first of all wanted to thank you guys because you guys just... But as usual, guys, we've come to that part of the video where I must say goodbye. But again, before I go, I want you guys to answer one simple question if you can. And that is, what is one of the most toughest, physically challenging obstacles that you've had to overcome in your life? Leave a comment down below or even a video response under 1 minute long, and you might be featured in my next video. So if you guys like what you see, don't forget to subscribe up above or like down below, and just tell me how I'm doing. But other than that, I will see you guys next time.